Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming on such short notice. As I'm sure you're all aware, based on the reports coming out last night, we have accepted the resignation of Mike Santiago based on mutual agreement. We had some philosophical differences on the direction of the football program and its future. Mike has graciously stepped up and offered that resignation yesterday. So I sincerely want to wish Mike the best in all he's doing. He's done a great job with the staff he's recruited. He's brought a quality to the program that is beyond expectations, and those people have recruited a great group of student athletes. And I wanted to thank him for the tireless effort that he put in. At this time, I'd like to introduce new interim head coach Todd Ivicic. No, you said. There's too many big guys.
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say Mike Santiago is a very good friend of mine, and I've been with him for a long time, coaching football, 10 years to be exact, and he's taught me a lot. He's a good man, good friend, and a good football coach, and he has prepared me to take over this program at this time. I think the world of him, and I think the world of UIW. I've been here 4 years now, and this has been the greatest coaching experience of my life. Met my wife here in San Antonio. San Antonio has done nothing but good things for Todd Ivicic. So I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to leading this football team this weekend versus Tarleton State University. We've got a big challenge ahead of us, and I'm ready to take the reins and get this team out on the practice field this afternoon and prepare us for Saturday afternoon's ball game.
First of all, I appreciate you coming today. University of the Incarnate Word launched this program 5 years ago. At that time, we had two finalists for the coaching, head coaching position that David Jurinovich and Mark Papich presented to me. One of the coaches that I interviewed promised me that we would have a winning season the first year. Mike promised me that we'd have a winning season the 5th year, and that's why I hired Mike. We wanted a quality facility, first of all, and what you see here, Mike, together with our architect, designed and put in place. I asked Mike to recruit me an outstanding group of coaches, which he has done, and to direct the coaches into bringing in student athletes that I would be proud to have at my dinner table, which he's done. 88% of the student athletes, 88% of the football players here that are on scholarship are also on academic scholarship, and I'm very proud of that fact. I expect us to have a winning season next year and a bowl-ready group by year 5, and that's the direction that we are heading. Mike's contract ran to the end of this year. We agreed for him to tender his resignation so that I would have the opportunity to see the quality of the coaching staff that he's recruited. I have a great offensive coordinator to my left and a great defensive coordinator to my right, one of which has been here 4 years, the other 2 years. So I'm giving Todd the opportunity to lead the program, together with Tony's support, over the next 3 games to see what they're able to do with the great coaching staff that we have. All the coaches that are on staff today will continue on staff for as long as they want to be, or at least for this rest of this year and next year. Their contracts have been guaranteed unless they don't fulfill a responsibility for the head coach. We will start a search sometime in December, after the referendum in November, as to whether or not we will decide to move forward on all levels of sports to Division I in 3 years. Pending the result of that referendum and the decision of the board, we will then decide whether we're having an internal or a national search, at least for the coming year, and then as we move forward.
Coach, how hard is it to take over for your friend?
Well, that's a real good question. I've been fighting with it all day. I talked to Mike this morning. He's given me his support. And like I said earlier, he's prepared me for this, but it's the job at hand. Somebody's got to lead this team, and they're great kids, and I've loved working with them for the last 4 years. So from that standpoint, it's an easy takeover because we've got outstanding young men here. So I'm looking forward to it. It's difficult to take over from Mike, but at the same time, we've got a great place here, and I'm looking forward to coaching this Saturday.
And your coaching different? I mean, as far as, are you going to treat this as a tryout for the administrators here, or?
I'm just going to try to win this ball game Saturday. I'm a day-by-day guy. I like getting to the office early and preparing practice, watching film, doing the practice scripts, doing the practice plan. I'm a day-by-day guy, and the only thing I can focus in on right now is trying to win the Tarleton State game.
Todd, do you feel like your style is different than Mike?
I don't know. They're probably very similar. I can be loud when I need to be loud, and I can be soft-spoken when I need to be soft-spoken. Dealing with kids is a funny thing, and I've been able to do it now for 20+ years in college coaching, and feel very comfortable doing it. So it's gonna be a good ride here the next 3 weeks.
Todd, how do you keep this from becoming a distraction this week and prepare your game?
Well, that's a good question. We just lean on the kids. They're so strong. Golly, this morning at 7 o'clock, everybody's here on time for weights. They're getting after it. Nobody's late to the 7 o'clock group. Nobody's late to the 8 o'clock group. I mean, these kids want to be coached. They want to practice. They want to be successful on Saturdays. That's not a problem at all. I mean, goodness, these kids are easy to coach, and they're smart kids. They go to class. We don't have those problems around here. Heck, I remember last spring, we're out on the road recruiting, and grades come out. There's not one coach in the office waiting to check spring grades. Not one coach. Mike's not in the office. All the coaches are out on the road recruiting, and grades come out, and we're not worried about it. That's not always been the case at all the state schools I've worked at. So these kids around here they're phenomenal. We had 2 good workouts last week. The kids will practice hard this afternoon, and we'll have a great opportunity Saturday afternoon.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Being in the program this season, having this change happen when it happens in mid-season, obviously you're aware of all the inner workings that have gone on all season. How are you confident that you know what needs to change, and if so, what will that change be to finish out the season?
Well, just from a defensive perspective, me and Mike had we didn't always agree on everything. There were some things that I like to do that he didn't like to do. Just from that standpoint, we'll try to execute some of the things that I like to do, and but I can't speak for the offense, but defensively, there's some things that I wanted to do that now I will be able to put into play and try to execute and help our outcome on weekends.
Are some of those things also not X and O related, like just the psychology of the team?
Yeah, I don't know about all that. Mike's done a great job here for 4 years, and I've learned a lot from him, and respect the heck out of him, and he's put me in a position to take over this program, and that's all I can say.
How involved are you with the offense?
Tony's the head coach of the offense. He'll run it. He'll call it. I will have nothing to do with coaching our offense. This man right here, he was in the NFL for 10 years and in college for another 20, big-time programs. He's a heck of a football coach. I've learned a ton from him. I'm looking forward to learning a lot more from him. He's going to run our offense.